Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachi Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Saints of the Summer. Today is June 12th. Today's saint is Gonzalez de Castrillo. Saint Gonzalez de Castrillo lived in, of course, what's modern-day Spain between 1419 and 1472. He was born in a very well-to-do family, received a good education, and was encouraged to become a priest, and so he was. Now, if there were priests, and then there were priests, and let me explain what I mean by that. If you were a priest in good standing with your bishop back then, you could be in a position to receive a benefice. A benefice was the amount of money that a parish would have to pay you. Now, on paper, you were responsible for the spiritual care of those people. But you could provide that care in many ways. And what some priests would do, especially if their parish was wealthy and the benefice was large, would then take some of his money, hire a poor friar, or someone who had taken an oath of poverty, or someone who just didn't have much of, a priest didn't have much of anything, and pay him a little salary and have him celebrate the Mass and do the funerals and anoint the sick. And then you take your money and go and live somewhere in town. Some priests would receive benefices from multiple parishes, 4, 5, 6, 7 parishes. This was known as pluralism. Well, Gonzalez initially enjoyed receiving many benefices, and he enjoyed living in the big town of Salamanca, and he was doing okay. And then he undergoes a conversion and realizes that he may be ordained a priest, but he's certainly no example of how to live a life to lead people to Christ. And so he renounces his secular activities, and he gives up all of his benefices except one, and then moves into that parish to actually do the work he was supposed to do. And it turns out he was pretty good at what he did. He was especially good at spiritual direction. Some priests are very good spiritual directors. It's not my forte, I'll just tell you. Counseling has never been something I've been very good at, so I try to avoid it. But other priests are very good at it, and so was Gonzalez. Well, one particular person he was counseling was a wealthy person who was cheating on his wife. He had a mistress in another town where he would go to visit and take care of her in this other town. And so he would come to Gonzalez for direction, and Gonzalez would tell him, look, you're committing adultery. That's a mortal sin. You have to stop. And unless you stop, your soul is in peril. Well, after many talks and a lot of time, this guy decided to follow Gonzalez's advice. And he sent a letter to his mistress saying, it's over. There is no more for us. We are done. Well, this mistress did not take this lying down. This mistress traveled to the town where Gonzalez was the priest and decided to say, I'd like to take you out to dinner, Father. And so they went out to dinner. Little did Gonzalez know that she put poison in the cup of wine that she gave Gonzalez, and Gonzalez was poisoned to death.